Anyway, I want to thank you, Charmaine, for all the kind words. So, what I want to talk to you about is the conference, how important it is and why we're all here. We had over 1,000 people apply to attend the conference, which is really amazing. We have a membership out there that's become more vested in the local. We have a membership that is working harder than ever to try and stick up for the rights of their fellow workers. The executive board, who operates each 2 months to look at all the checks. I want to give a hand out to the executive board. There's a number of people in here. Those of that are on the executive board, could you just quickly stand and wave your hand, please? Without the executive board, we would not have the guidance for this local. You, the members, give us guidance, and the executive board takes that guidance, and in every 2 months we sit down and we have 2-day meetings to discuss everything. The executive board looks at every check that's written and to try and explain. So, there's a good thing about financial results and how everything should be looked after and stuff. The other thing that I want to talk about is the 3 courses that are coming up. Ricardo talked to you about those. Those are very, very important. We are going to leave here on Sunday more together, more educated, and more stronger than ever before. We're going to, over the next 3-4 days, learn a lot of things. We want you to participate. It's really important that you participate. You're not here to simply sit on your hands. Don't feel bad about saying something that you think might be inappropriate. There's nothing that's inappropriate unless it's those 4-letter words that some people talk about. And even there's the odd time that they're okay too. I want to say that, again, just how thankful we are. I'm honored, and it's a privilege to be your president. You've shown your support since 1989. A lot of people tell me that you're getting a little white in your hair. I had really black hair in 1997. And after 1997, the strike, I had white hair. I had high cholesterol. I had diabetes. And a little bit of a heart problem. So, it was good. We got through all that, and, we've taken Safeway on, and we're going to take them on again this year. I want to talk about... about women in our local. They've been a major part. Back many years ago, back in the 80s, I think it was about 86, I first met her, a lady out of Edmonton by the name of Mickey Runzer. Mickey Runzer was the forebearer of representing women's rights in this local. She took a stand when others didn't. And she never ever backed down. Mickey's with us still. She had a brain aneurysm about 10, 12 years ago. Continues to do good things for her family and grandchildren. Mickey was an innovator, and there's others in 401, and I'm not going to talk about anybody around the last few years, but we can look at the Shauna Robertson, who's been around for a long time, Christine McMeekin, April Albright. These are the people who have been around a lot and have done great things. And, they stood up for women in 401 when it wasn't popular. The Alberta Federation of Labor here had, back in the 80s, had a group called the Sisters from Hell. And they all thought that 401 women were a bunch of people that didn't really stand up for themselves. Well, let me tell you that Christine, Shauna, April of the world took them on. They used to say, where are those bitches at for 401? Well, sisters, we were there, we are here. And in that vein, there's a woman out there amongst you today who has done it all, who has been there, who has been a fighter, who's gone to conventions in Ontario and various places, and stood up for the right of 401 to represent workers and to say, we do not have to be typical radical people. We can be proud, we can be women, and we can stand up for things. I want the person who we're talking about, I'm sure nobody knows about her, but let me tell you, her nickname is Don't Piss Me Off McLaren. So I would like to call Teresa McLaren up to the stage.
Thanks, Doug. First of all, I've been to, like Doug said, I've been to a lot of conventions, and obviously we put on conferences and conventions before. But I was here yesterday looking at the dry run. But this is a convention or conference, whatever you want to call it, that's really been done by the members and staff. We've had staff as well. So to see so much member involvement, it's really exciting for me to see. So anyways, and I've seen a lot of new faces. As Doug said, over 1,000 people applied. I was part of the selection process. And I've seen a lot of new names. And so if you're the first time ever at a ufcw event or convention, please stand up. Don't be shy. Give yourselves a really big round of applause. So UFCW 401, as Doug said, I became a member in 1978. So I've been a union member now for 41 years on March 28th this month. So I really started getting involved when I was 22 years old. And it has been a family because I've got to meet so many people along the way. So even today and throughout these next few days, I've already been able to see a lot of people that I've known. It's good to get together again. But I'm really looking forward to meeting everybody I haven't met before. So please, if I don't run into you or you run into me, please come and say hi and we can have a chat. And I think you're going to learn a lot from this conference. This is not your traditional conference or convention. Hopefully it'll make you grow personally. You'll create friendships that will last forever. I remember when I was, I've been on the executive board, and you'd go to an AFL convention or a CLC convention, stuff like that. Back in the day, it was always fun you met people, you created friendships that today I'm still friends with. And I think you'll find that, and I think you'll really find that, and I hope you find this really exciting. I hope you're going to. I know that for sure. So enjoy, and I look forward to talking to you down the road.
According to the monitor, it says I have 1 second to speak. I just want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about UCP. Is that what they're called? Yeah, UCP. Or UPC, or whatever it is. We may have the odd member out there that belongs to that party, and that's okay. All I would ask you in the coming election and what have you, look at the leaders of the party, what they stand for, and make an informed decision. UFCW Local 401 is on record, is endorsing the NDP, and we asked you to vote that way, but we're not going to tell you. You have a mind. You have the ability to make decisions. So look at all the candidates, look at all the things they stand for, and make an informed decision. And I believe that decision will be right. We're going to have a member of the government come up and speak just shortly, but I wouldn't leave here without talking about companies. The companies out there are, cutting more and more. There's no hours in the store. You're bent over backwards trying to jump through hoops to try and get the work done. There's never been more pressure. And, they've cut, they've slashed, and yet they still want you to give more. Well, you can't give more. You're giving all you got. And this union, Local 401, who you are, the members who are the union, we will stand up for you. We will fight for you. And we're into a big fight. We're into into a big fight with Sobeys now. We're going to take Sobeys on. There's been problems in other provinces, and we will not go quietly into the night. Teresa and I met with the new guy taken over from Dave Farron last week, or I guess a couple of weeks ago now. And I said to him, look, leave the current people alone and you will get a deal. If you pick on the current people, if you try to continue to harass them, if you're going to cut their wages, if you're going to, take benefits away and such, you got a problem. And you have 9 months to solve this problem. We will strike you next March at Easter time if we don't have a deal. That's what we told the company. And through our friends with the Calgary Labour Council, Alex Chevalier, and our friend Gil McGowan from the Alberta Federation of Labour, we will take Sobeys on, as we will take Cargill Case Ready on here in Calgary, as we will take on all these other 23 companies that we're going to negotiate with, and we will win. 401 will not go quietly into the night. We will continue to fight. We will continue to represent you, and the companies can go fuck themselves. Thank you very much. Have a great conference. I'll be around. No topic is not open for discussion. Grab me and we'll talk. I love you all, and it's a real pleasure being here, and God bless you. And we're going to kick ass in our negotiations, and we're also going to kick ass in the election that's probably going to be called pretty shortly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doug. So, I know a lot of you have been talking with Doug throughout the conference.